Low battery. What has led to the world's energy crisis? Pandemic, greenflation, or something else? A recent crisis. Did you count the number of power cuts you had to sit through this summer? Well, you're not alone if you think that the number of blackouts has rapidly increased in the past few years. Developing countries like India and China, and even developed nations like the US and UK have reportedly not been spared by the power crunch. The day the world stood still. What is causing such a crisis? For starters, the pandemic essentially reduced the global demand for oil and other energy sources, which limited their production. However, the faster-than-expected recovery from the pandemic has now led to a rapid increase in energy demands, causing sudden inflation. Not coal. Coal prices have more than doubled this year, and crude oil prices in the US reportedly crossed the $80 per barrel for the first time in the last few years. Climate change has also caused heavy rainfall in countries like India and China, which has made coal mining difficult. Even renewable sources like wind and solar energy have been rendered too unreliable and energy dilute. Is green energy the answer? Natural gas produces 45% less CO2 emissions than coal and around 30% fewer emissions than oil, and is more reliable than renewable energy sources. This shift in energy resources is causing greenflation. What exactly is greenflation? As the world is moving towards more sustainable sources of energy, the demand for the yet limited energy, like natural gas, has increased manifold, which has caused a massive price rise. Analysts also point out that increasing restrictions placed by governments on traditional energy sources has also caused greenflation. What about other renewable sources like solar or wind power? Well, countries need to build massive infrastructure and invest millions and millions. Geopolitics is always a factor. Many countries have also recently closed down their fields due to environmental concerns. In Europe especially, the crisis has been heightened due to a rather cold winter. Usually, Russia steps in to help EU nations. However, even Russia is reportedly refusing to increase supply.